We've got a lot of new things and a lot of new products to bring into the market in 2019, particularly focused around 4K, of course, which has become so mainstream now. We've got a brand new presentation processor called the D4, which builds on our earlier flagship product for 2K, and I think that's going to go very well. The feedback we're getting already is immense. Other new things for 2019, as the screens are getting bigger and the pixels are getting smaller, there's a greater demand for video processing and more layers of video actually as well. So we've got a brand new product called Flex Pro 8, it's part of a new series. We've got some new previewing options as well, and we're also becoming a member of the SDVOE Alliance, and we'll be introducing some new products on that front later in the year also. RGBlink brings together content and displays essentially, with, if you like, the glue that brings the whole system together. Content's obviously very important, and despite a lot of talk about 4K and HDR, the challenge of getting that content remains, but nonetheless the ability for us to deliver that content to these fantastic large-scale displays and creative displays is really important, and we continue to focus strongly on that. When you're scaling to and switching with particularly LED screens, but any display type, you want to maintain and enhance, if you like, the video content to perform the best on the display surface that you're using. So having that advanced signal processing there is essential for any modern display. With hardware-based video processing, this is very key for integration market. You don't have to rely on a PC of some kind to always be running. The device, the processor, is dedicated for this purpose. One of the great challenges with LED displays has been what I call bridging the gap. Traditionally, to configure and control an LED screen, use a LED control system, which is really independent from anything else, so it's another system. What we're doing this year is we're introducing our own control system called Subito, which will integrate directly into our processors. That's going to allow customers and particularly integrators to use one control surface to configure and manage their LED displays and the scaling together in one time. It's going to reduce the complexity tremendously by less cables, and so it's less points of failure, and save a huge amount of rack space as well. Because our LED control system, from ascending to the LED perspective, is just a module inside a processor in the same way we have any other signal type. So it becomes a native connection rather than a foreign connection, which has been the status quo. And we're really excited about that, because I think it's a game changer in terms of closing the gap and allowing integrators to treat one system rather than multiple systems. And they're always looking for to make those kind of savings. Expose 2 is the next generation control platform for RGBlink. Our Expose 1, or Expose 1.2 as it is today, was a real revolution for us, in that we hadn't had a single app platform to control any of the products in our range. That's simplified life for any of the users. They need to learn one UI and one control set and so on, and also only one application to maintain and update. With Expose 2, we're going to another level, as you might expect, and we're adding a few unique features. One is what we call a topology diagram. It allows system designers and integrators to plan and lay out their signal processing with their equipment offline. It's like a system builder or a design canvas, and that can be outputted and sent to integrators and procurement people. And then when you connect the processor against that, it'll validate that the processor is actually configured in the way you intended.